Interview 42, June 1997, Peoria Heights, Illinois. The soft plopping sounds, the slight gassy sounds, the little involuntary grunts, the special sigh of an older man at a urinal, the way he establishes himself there and sets his feet and aims and then lets out a timeless sigh you know he's not aware of. This was his environment. 6 days a week he stood there. Saturdays a double shift. The needles and nails quality of urine into water. The unseen rustle of newspapers on bare laps. The odors. Q. Top-rated historic hotel in the state. The finest lobby, the single finest men's room between the two coasts, surely. Marble shipped from Italy, stall doors of seasoned cherry. Since 1969 he stood there. Rococo fixtures and scalloped basins. Opulent and echoing. A large, opulent, echoing room for men of business, substantial men, men with places to go and people to see. The odors. Don't ask about the odors. The difference in some men's odors, the sameness in all men's odors. All sounds amplified by tile and Florentine stone. The moans of the prostatic, the hiss of the sinks, the ripping extractions of deep-lying phlegm, the plosive and porcelain splat, the sound of fine shoes on dolomite flooring, the inguinal rumbles, the hellacious ripping explosions of gas and the sound of the stuff hitting the water, half-atomized by pressures brought to bear. Solid, liquid, gas, all the odors. Odor is environment. All day, 9 hours a day, standing there in good humor white. All sounds magnified, reverberating slightly. Men coming in, men going out. 8 stalls, 6 urinals, 16 sinks. Do the math. What were they thinking? It's what he stands in the sonic center, where the shine stand used to be, in the crafted space between the end of the sinks and the start of the stalls, the space designed for him to stand, the vortex. Just outside the long mirror's frame, by the sinks, a continuous sink of Florentine marble, 16 scallop basins, leaves of gold foil around the fixtures, mirror of good Danish plate, in which men of substance drag material out of the corners of their eyes and squeeze their pores, blow their nose in the sinks and walk off without rinsing. He stood all day with his towels and small cases of personal-sized toiletries, a trace of balsam in the 3 vents whisper. The vent's threnody is inaudible unless the room is empty. He stands there when it's empty, too. This is his occupation. This is his career. Dressed all in white like a masseur. Plain white Hanes tee and white pants and tennis shoes he had to throw out if so much as a spot. He takes their cases and topcoats, guards them, remembers without asking whose is whose, speaking as little as possible in all those acoustics, appearing at men's elbows to hand them towels, an impassivity that is effacement. This is my father's career. The stall's fine doors end a foot from the floor. Why is this? Why this tradition? Is it descended from animal stalls? Is the word stall related to stable? Fine stalls that afford some visual privacy and nothing else. If anything, they amplify the sounds inside. Bullhorns on end. You hear it all. The balsam makes the odors worse by sweetening them. The toes of dress shoes defiled along the row of spaces beneath the doors. The stalls full after lunch. A long rectangular box of shoes. Some tapping. Some of them humming, speaking aloud to themselves, forgetting they are not alone. The flatus and tussus and meaty splats. Defecation, egestion, extrusion, dejection, purgation, voidance. The unmistakable rumble of the toilet paper dispenser, the occasional click of nail clippers or depilatory scissors, effluence, emission, orderation, Micturition, transudation, immixtion, feculence, catharsis, so many synonyms. Why? What are we trying to say to ourselves in so many ways?